The story begins with a man running, haunted by a cursed game he created. If people refuse to help him, he leaves mysterious cards in their homes, turning them into werewolves, half-human, half-wolf creatures that come out at night to kill villagers. This terrifying legend shifts us into the present, where a man named Jerome tells it to his family, his wife, 3 children, Clara, a younger daughter and a son, and his forgetful father. Wanting to bond, Jerome suggests they play Werewolf, the same game his dad once taught him. He explains the rules and hands out cards, but no one is interested and they all leave. Disappointed, Jerome begins packing the board. Suddenly, the house shakes violently, the lights go out, and everyone hides in fear. When they step outside, the world around them has completely changed. Their car is gone, and most shocking of all, Clara has mysteriously vanished. The family rushes back inside, but discovers their home has transformed into an old, eerie bungalow. Jerome wonders if it's some kind of festival trick, but the drastic change feels impossible. Venturing into the village to search for Clara, they find everything medieval: markets, clothes, and people. When asked about the leader, locals say the captain is in the square cutting a man's throat. Assuming it's theater, they watch, until the captain actually slaughters someone before the cheering crowd. Terrified, Jerome realizes it's real blood. They flee, but soldiers soon corner them. A writer explains the year as 1497. Suspicious of their modern clothes, the captain accuses them of being spies. Just as the soldiers prepare to strike, Jerome's father unexpectedly knocks one out with superhuman strength. Shocked but alive, the family hurries home, where strange things begin moving on their own. On Flower, a message appears. "I am Clara." She's invisible, but alive. Clara proves her presence when her brother throws Flower in the air, briefly revealing her face. She can't speak, but Jerome hears her thoughts. He's gained telepathy. Soon the captain arrives, suspicious of their accents and clothes. To survive, Jerome lies, claiming they're traveling musicians. The captain demands a song, and luckily Jerome is a real musician. With his guitar, he leads his family in a tune, convincing the crowd. Before leaving, the captain warns, "Stay indoors at night. Werewolves hunt then." Later, the family pieces things together. They're trapped inside the werewolf game, and each member is receiving special powers. Jerome's father is now strong and sharp-minded. Clara is invisible. Jerome has telepathy, but his wife and younger kids haven't revealed theirs yet. The father recalls finding the game years ago and insists the only way out is to defeat the werewolves. That night, Clara hears growls outside. The wolves are already coming. Invisible, Clara sneaks outside with a lamp but panics when dozens of werewolves surround her. She douses the light and remains silent as they sniff dangerously close. Shaken, she rushes back home. Jerome, reading her thoughts, warns the family. The wolves are near. But soon they realize Jerome's youngest daughter is missing. When she returns, suspicions rise. Could she be one of them? Suddenly, she transforms into a snarling werewolf before their eyes. Horrified, they restrain her with the father's strength until morning, when she reverts back. Now the truth is clear. Unless they finish the game, their family will be destroyed. Disguised in medieval clothes, they split up. Clara and her brother search for food, while Jerome and his wife seek a jailed magician who might know the game's origins. But Clara's brother remembers his card. The thief! His powers haven't awakened yet. Testing them, he steals a bracelet from a blacksmith. The theft works. He gains the power to shapeshift into anyone by wearing their belongings. Transforming into the jailer, he sneaks his mother into the prison to question the magician. She begs for answers, explaining they're trapped in this cursed game. But the magician swears he didn't create it. A mysterious man in wolf skins gave it to him, unleashing the curse. With no more answers, they escape before being caught. Back home, they're spied on by a strange man. Jerome's father subdues him, revealing he's a local scientist mocked by villagers. Earning their trust, he shows them his invention, rubber. With it, they coat Clara, making her visible again. He even crafts a necklace that restores her voice. The family feels hopeful until they witness a public execution. A girl is accused of being a werewolf. When the axe fails, night falls, and the girl indeed transforms, wreaking havoc on the crowd. The rampaging werewolf terrifies everyone. Jerome's father bravely saves a child, but nearly dies before the captain kills the beast with an arrow. From its corpse, Jerome retrieves a card, the first step toward completing the game. But then his daughter begins changing again. To protect her, her grandfather hides her in a sack before anyone notices. Later, Clara follows another werewolf and discovers someone freeing it from traps, the masked captain himself, protecting his wife, who is secretly a werewolf. The family realizes the game requires killing 3 more werewolves to win. Clara identifies 2, a limping man and a pale-handed woman. They begin searching, but suspicion soon falls on Jerome's wife when she confronts an abusive villager. Her modern words anger the crowd, and she's accused of witchcraft. Captured, she's sentenced to burn alive. Jerome refuses to abandon her, swearing he'll save her no matter the cost. Time is running out. Meanwhile, Jerome's father slays the limping man, securing the second card. Only 2 remain. But at dawn, Jerome's wife faces execution. Desperate, Jerome turns to the scientist for help. Together, they craft an electric guitar, unheard of in 1497. At the execution, Jerome requests one last song for his wife. The captain agrees, amused. Jerome plays, stunning the villagers with music from the future. As the crowd dances, Clara slips invisibly to free her mother and the imprisoned magician. Their son arrives disguised as a soldier with a horse-drawn carriage, and the family makes a daring escape. Pursued by soldiers, they flee to a hidden church where the scientist has built a secret tunnel. But before they can enter, the third werewolf attacks. They battle fiercely, each using their powers, but the creature proves overwhelming. Just then, the captain arrives. Relief turns to horror when he sides with the werewolf. It's his wife. The captain reveals he has been secretly protecting his wife, the pale-handed werewolf Clara had spotted earlier. United, the couple prepares to slaughter the family. But in a shocking twist, Jerome's youngest daughter, hearing the wolf's howls, transforms again, this time turning against her parents. Yet when Jerome and his wife sing her childhood lullaby, she calms and fights alongside them. Tragically, during the battle, the powerful werewolf slams her against a wall, killing her. Her death earns them the third card, but grief overwhelms the family. In that moment, Jerome's wife's hidden power awakens. Her card was the net. She casts a magical web, stripping the werewolf of its strength and ultimately killing it. Then, using her newfound magic, she revives their daughter. The family rejoices as the game nears completion. With all the required cards collected, they place them on the board. Light flashes, and they're transported back to the present. Back in their modern home, the nightmare is over. Everyone breathes in relief, grateful to be alive. The scientist, revealed to also be a trapped player from another time, thanks them before returning to pursue his dream of painting. The magician, too, regains his freedom. But Jerome's father loses his enhanced strength and memory, returning to his frail, forgetful self. Despite the sadness, the family embraces him, realizing that the greatest power wasn't their temporary gifts, it was unity. Through terrifying battles, betrayal, and sacrifice, they learned that as long as they stood together, no curse could defeat them. The werewolf game had pushed them to the edge, but it also strengthened their bond forever. Smiling, they decide never to take each other for granted again. The cursed game vanishes, leaving them safe, whole, and closer than ever. With love and courage, they had beaten the deadliest challenge of their lives.